Hello, if everything goes right, you should be watching this video at 11 o'clock in the morning on October 3rd, which is World Card Making Day. So I've had an appointment and I couldn't be here live at 11 and 12. So I'm filming some videos and hopefully we can get them all uploaded and ready to go. But this hour I'm going to share with you the Christmas Gleaming stamp set. Now this is a returning favorite and it was beautiful last year and I'm enjoying it this year too. But it has two punches that go with it that punch out these ornaments. Sometimes I think it's easier to see it from the back side. It's not so shiny. And then the paper that goes with this set, and I don't even have it all anymore. Like this piece, I just have little tiny pieces like this. So obviously that was one of my favorite pieces. But it has some copper foil accents to it. This is the piece that we're using on the card today, both sides of it. So one side has the copper foil and one side does not. And it's a lightweight paper, so it's not real heavy. So it's easy to layer. Isn't that gorgeous? And then some stars. And it's a geometric pattern and then stripes. I love the stripes. So that's what all goes with this set. So this is the card we're going to make. So let's get started. The background to this designer series paper is the Very Vanilla. So usually we are using Whisper White, but today we're going to use Very Vanilla. And we're going to do this ornament and the little one. And I stamped them both. Now the colors in this paper are Night of Navy, and it tells you on the back, so if you're not familiar with our paper, oops, I just dumped paper everywhere. On the back it'll tell you the colors. So this is Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock, and then Very Vanilla is our base. Let me get these extra pieces out of the way. All right, so I'm going to stamp both of these in Night of Navy. And you want to, before you stamp these, it's a good idea to know which way your punches are going to work so that you stamp them the correct way. So I need to stamp them this way towards the bottom. All right, I'm going to set those aside for a moment and let them dry a little bit before we do our sponging. So we can go ahead and put our card pieces together. So I have a base that's Very Vanilla, and then I have a Night of Navy. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then this other side of the designer series paper that is 4 by 5 1/4. And then a little strip, I think it is, yeah, 1 inch strip. 1 inch by 4 1/4. And then I die cut, this is the brushed metallic that's in the holiday catalog, and this is the copper, so it kind of matches the copper that's in the designer series paper. So let's put this together before we sponge. Make sure I'm staying in the frame so you can see what I'm doing. I'll just put, since I'm not wrapping any ribbon, I can just go ahead and put all these layers on. I hate to, you know, Stampin' Up! Does such a nice job with their designer series paper that you hate to cover up one side of it. It's so pretty. But I didn't want it that busy behind my ornaments. Just a little strip of that. So this is more muted. And then we'll put our little strip down. And I put it not exactly in the middle. And then the foil I'm going to put on with dimensionals. Here they are. They got buried under my designer series paper. So I'll put a couple of dimensionals on there. And I put it, oops, there we go. I'll put it over here to the left. Now I didn't put a sentiment on the front. There's room that if you wanted to add one, you could, but I didn't. All right, so now I'm going to actually go ahead and punch these out before I do any sponging. So it's real easy, just turn your punch over and line it up. And punches are really easy to do and quick, very quick. And then the little one. And you could punch these out of some of this designer series paper and that would be pretty too. All right. So I'm going to take the Mossy Meadow, which is one of the colors. Now it may not be in this piece of designer series paper, but because it's in the suite, I know it will look okay. And I've just got a sponge. And actually, no, that's all right. And so when you're doing this, you want to start off, otherwise you'll get these like dark, and then you just kind of sponge it in there. And it just adds some color very quickly and easily. So that's the big one. And then the small one, I'm going to do, and these sponges from Stampin' Up! Come as a big circle, and I cut them like in eighths, I think it is, because you don't need a big sponge like that, and that way you can use them for you can use them for a lot of different colors. So I'm just going to kind of hold it there and just rub it around. Try not to. That needs a little bit more right here. There we go. And then the last thing I did for these is I took the Stampin' Blend that is bronze. And that's what I colored because to me it was kind of like a copper top. So I'm just going to color the tops where it would be like a metal hanger. There we go. Now it looks like they have a little copper topper. And so the big one I just put on with my Stampin' Seal. I try and stay away from liquid glue if I'm using foil paper because it can make a terrible mess. And then, if I can find my dimensionals again, they keep hiding. There they are. I'll put the little one on with the dimensional. And there you go. So that's our second card for today. Hopefully I mentioned it I remembered to mention it at 10 o'clock when I kicked all this off, but at the end of actually I'm not going to draw till Sunday, but somebody is going to win all of the cards that I make today. So I'll have some other prizes throughout the day, but somebody is going to win because I'll end up with two by the end of the day, the one I started with and the one I demoed. And so somebody at the end of the day, or I will draw Sunday, will win everything that I made today. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again in an hour. Bye.